Hi YouTube, this is Felicia with Bible Scraps or Journal Scraps, depending on the channel you are watching, and welcome to another video in my Heat Machine series. This is a series I started almost 3 years ago. Never finished it, but I am back where I left off, and I absolutely love this series because I'm sharing techniques and methods using and taking your heat machine to the next level. If this is your first video in this series, well, I have about 5 or 6 or maybe more videos, and I'll have all of those listed below. In this video, we are going to make a FATSY, which stands for the Usable Assemblage Textile Collage. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Isn't this gorgeous? Full of dimension, full of texture and character. And I love how this one turned out. Okay, so in this series, we are using the Anna Griffin heat machine. I will be maximizing this unit to its limits. You do want to watch this video in its entirety because, well, watch it and you'll see what I'm talking about. Like in my other videos, I give a disclaimer. I am using the heat machine in a way it was not intended. So if you decide to adopt my method, please proceed with common sense and caution. Your results will vary. You may not have good results. It all depends on the machine you are using, your sandwich, and the items that you are using. Please watch my other videos. Also watch my initial video where I talk about problems. I offer tips. I offer solutions. Please check those videos out because you don't want to damage your machine and you can void your warranty. You could even cause a fire. I just want you to proceed with caution. Though I have had excellent results, once again, I'm using this machine in a way non-intended. Okay, it's time to get started, and I am most excited about this next technique because, well, when I developed this series, I started with the Amazon Basics machine because I made basic sacks. And I developed this series kind of in order from the thinnest project you can make to the thickest. And so I'm excited because we are really going to maximize the usage of this method and this technique by using the Anna Griffin heat machine. Alrighty, so I'm going to demonstrate the difference. Well, I'm not going to compare in this video the machines, but I do want to demonstrate something. This product is burlap that you could pick up at Tuesday Morning or perhaps your local craft store. And it has some thickness to it. And I want to show you just how easy this burlap goes through this machine. Now, if you hear the noise, this machine makes noise. I demoed this when it first came out extensively, and for some reason the machine, it just makes noise. But you see how well this burlap is going through the machine? Well, you cannot do this with your Amazon Basics or your Heidi Swap. Now, I love to use this machine because I can make more dimensional FATSYs that I can't make with my other machines. Okay, so in this video, it's all improvisation. I don't have a particular idea in mind. I am going to use this handmade paper, and I demonstrated this in one of my earlier videos, but I have yet to make anything with it. I'm going to use the side that has a metallic sheen, and I love the texture in it. I'm going to use, once again, Angelina fibers. I shared a video on this. You can find these fibers in an array of colors and 2 different styles, your crimp cut and your straight cut. Okay, and once again, I'm using heat and bond to fuse to my paper. I'll have this link below. You take the rough side, which has the adhesive on it, and you want to lay it face down to the top of your paper. And then you need to use a sandwich. And I have my heat machine set to 4. So I do want to mention, though I was able to send this burlap through the Anna Griffin machine, I don't recommend that you use this because you will need to use a sandwich, and whatever you would want to fuse will make this thicker, and it can cause your machine to make noise, or it can get stuck. I mean, I've done it. I've experimented extensively, even using this product. So I just sent it through just to show you that with this machine, you can fuse thicker products. Okay, let your sandwich cool down, and then you could peel back your liners. I'm going to remove the liner from my fusing. And you see, well, you can't see, but it has adhesive here. Now what I'm going to do is keep my paper on inside my sandwich and take my fibers and lay them out the way I like them. Now you can get really creative and you can custom mix colors together. I'm just going to lay these down. And I'm also going to use a product. Okay, I haven't used this on camera yet, though I've played around with it. It's needle felting. I picked this up from Daiso, and this is so cute. I got different colors. I think I want to pull some of this yellow. I wish I picked up 2. They probably don't have this now. They get new stuff in like twice a year, if not 3 times a year. So I want to lay some down. This was an excellent price. They had other colors too. I think I have them. But I love adding this felt because it makes it look like a textile. And I'm going to fuse. So it went through with no problem. Let it cool for a second and peel back the top liner. And this is what we have thus far. I love the added texture of the felt. Okay, so there's some exposed adhesive. And, well, you know, I probably should have added, I found this at the thrift store yesterday, and the color is gorgeous. I forget what it's called, but I probably should have added this down with the last fusing so it can make contact with the adhesive. But I'll lay it down just to see what's going to happen. And, you know, I want to go ahead and add a picture. Let's add this guy. Let's add him right there. Okay, so I'm going to add this washi tape. I'll add some down here. And, you know, I'm thinking I didn't have to use that pretty textured handmade paper because you won't be able to see it. On the back you will, but not on the front. And I have some elements on my desk. I'm just going to go ahead and use those elements up. This is one of my fusible die cuts. I shared a napkin die cuts. I shared a video on how you can create your own. I have a leaf. I'll add right there. And I have this die cut. When life gets too hard to stand, kneel. Well, let's see what happens. Everything probably won't fuse, but let's just see. For this last fusing, my machine did make a little bit of noise. It did go through by itself, but once again, it made noise. I will do a full fuse in this video. But I do want to note, my machine have been to the grave and back. Let me tell you, I did extensive testing, trial and error on this machine, and I'm surprised it's still working. I will invest in a new machine. And it also fell off my craft desk. See, I could lift up the lid, but it's still kicking, and so I'm still using it. Okay, let the mat cool. Peel back the liner. And this is how it looks. And you know what? My rope, it did fuse there. Of course, it didn't fuse here because it was on top of the die cut. One thing I did not use that I've used in every one of my videos is napkins. I didn't do that here. You don't have to. Okay, you know what? I am going to use one of these crystal designs. Now, it worked in one of the projects I made before, but it all depends on your sandwich, what you are fusing, what you are layering. So let's see if this works. I'll place it just like that, and let's send it through. Okay, you guys saw what happened. It stalled 2 times, I think it twice, but it went through by itself. I thought I was going to have to assist it, but I didn't need to. Well, that happened because my sandwich is getting thicker. I shared this on camera because I want you to see what will happen if your sandwich gets too thick. My machine, it's still working, but you want to be careful concerning what you add to your sandwich. You do not want to destroy your machine, and you can. Now, this machine is hardy, I have to say that. I've had to pull my sandwiches out because they've been too thick and it's still working. But to prevent all that, use common sense and proceed with caution. But look how pretty this is. Oh, I love how this looks. It's so dimensional. You know what though? I want to add something else. Okay, take a look at my final Fatsy. I love how it turned out. I did one more fusing using distress glitter. You see it sprinkled without, and I further embellished. I added this ribbon that says create, this wooden heart or wooden cross, this button, and it's hard to see the stitches, but I added embroidery stitches around the frame and also here in yellow. You could see the back, and then finally I serged all the way around, and I just love how this turned out. Okay, if you guys have been inspired by my creativity, why not give me a thumbs up? Why not subscribe? Feel free to share this video. Feel free to adopt any of my ideas. I only ask for proper credits. Do give shout outs and do link back to this video. Well, I want to thank you all for watching. As always, blessings.